Alright guys, let's look up and let's read our objective again. What is our objective?
I will discuss and write one full page on the journal topic with no more than 5 misspelled words or punctuation errors.
So, are you going to write a half a page or 2 or 3 lines? How much do you have to write in your journal? 1 full page. And you can't have no more than how many misspelled words?
5.
And what about punctuation marks?
5.
All together. So you need to make sure when you're writing that you're spelling the words how? Correctly. And you're starting your sentences with what kind of letters? And ending with the what? Alright, and our objective says I will discuss. What is the topic that we're going to discuss? What's the topic? Read the topic.
Name some inventions and how they make your life easier.
Alright, remember on Tuesday we talked about inventions. We read the story, Kid Inventors Then and Now. There was a girl, a boy, Chester Greenwood, and there was a girl named KK. Those were 2 that we read in the book, and you were able to work with the partner. You and your partner thought of an invention, you looked it up on the computer and found out who invented it. Now we're going to do stand up, hand up, pair up. You're going to find a partner, and the first person is going to talk about what is an invention and why do people come up with inventions. So push in your chairs. And make sure you find a new partner that you have not worked with. Hand up, pair up, find a partner. Remember, keep your hand up until you find a partner. Once you find your partner, you may put your hands down and face your partner. Once you keep your hand up, Kyron, do you have a partner? If you have a partner, your hand is down and you're facing your partner. I haven't given you a topic yet, so no one should be talking. Does everyone have a topic? Have a partner?
Yes.
All right, who's going to talk first? How do you know who's going to talk first, Brianna? Brianna.
Because the first letter of the alphabet.
We're going to go by who names come first in the alphabet. I don't know who your partner is, Brianna. I don't know if it's, okay, face your partner so I can know. So, Brianna and Charles, who's going to talk first? Good. Jeffrey and Gable, who's talking first? Rothany and Deshawn, who's talking first? Corey and Maisha, who's talking first? Does everybody know who's talking first?
Yes.
All right, the first person that's going to talk is you're going to tell your partner, what is an invention? What is an invention? Why do people come up with inventions? This is your thinking time, the first person. Think about why KK and Chester had to come up with an invention. Think about it. When we read the story, what was the invention that Chester came up with? What was the invention that KK came up? Why did they have to create or make an invention? This is your thinking time. All right, greet your partner. Tell your partner good morning.
Good morning.
And you may share. You have 1 minute to share with your partner. All right, well, you need to, if she didn't read the story, then tell her what the story was about. Face your partner. Go ahead. Finish. Help your partner out. All right, stop. Thank you, partner, for sharing. All right, Charles, what did Brianna say an invention is? Did she tell you what an invention is? What did she tell you? Did she tell you why people come up with inventions? Well, what did your partner tell you? His job was to listen. Your job was to speak. His job was to listen, and he should be able to tell me what you told him.
He said he made the glove because he was tired of the snow getting on his face.
Good. She made those gloves because she was tired of the snow getting in her what?
Coat.
In her coat. So what? Do you remember what kind of glove? What were those gloves called? Wristies. Very good. All right, Nariel, you had to help Madison out because she wasn't here when we read the story. What did you tell Madison? Did you talk about KK or did you talk about Chester? What did you tell her about Chester? He invented earmuffs. Who knows Lucia? Who was taught first? Lucia should have taught first. So Madison, Mackenzie, what did Lucia tell you about?
Lucia said that Lucia said Chester Greenwood made earmuffs. That's what she said.
And do you remember why he had to make earmuffs?
Because his ears was getting cold.
His ears were cold and he didn't like to what?
Wear hats.
He didn't like to wear a hat, so he came up with his own what? Invention. All right, Jaden and Alexis. Jaden, what did Alexis tell you? You want to just sit on the table? Oh.
She told me that KK made some wristies so the snow wouldn't get up in her coat and stuff.
Very good. So KK made wristies so snow wouldn't get in her coat. So why do people come up with inventions? Did anybody's partner tell them why people come up with inventions? Good. To live. What did Diamond tell you?
Diamond had told me that people make inventions to make their life easier.
To make their life easier and to do what else? Their life easier and to do what, Jeffrey?
Solve their problem.
To solve a problem. Remember, KK's problem was she wore a coat, but snow kept getting in her coat. And so she came up with the invention to make wristies. And wristies are a type of glove. What type of glove? A long glove that goes all the way up her sleeve. And did snow get in her jacket and make her cold? No. All right. Let's face your partners again. Now the second person, the person whose name comes last in the alphabet, you're going to talk with your partner about one of the inventions that we talked about in class. Not the one from the story, not the one about KK and Chester. I want you to think about one of the ones that your partners share or an invention that has made your life easier. So is anybody talking about the wristies or the earmuffs?
No.
All right, first, the second person, greet your partner. Can you greet your partner? All right, the second person, think about some of the inventions that we talked about. Every group picked an invention, and they went on a computer, and they looked up who came up with the invention, why did they come up with the invention, which invention did your classmates come up with that was most interesting to you? You're going to have to talk to Madison again about that because she wasn't here. So you talk to Madison, and Madison, I'm going to ask you what Nariel said, so make sure you're doing your job of listening. One person's job is to speak, and the other person's job is to listen. All right, you've had your think time. Go ahead and share. Do you know what the acrobat is? What is the acrobat? Tell him that that's your machine. Tell him what the acrobat is so he'll know. Do you remember one of the inventions we talked about in class? Tell him one of the inventions. Which invention did you like that your class came up with? All right, good job, guys. Stop. Thank you, partner, for sharing. All right, Madison, which invention did Nariel say she liked the best and why?
She said she likes airplanes.
Oh, excuse me, someone is sharing.
She said she likes airplanes.
All right, so she said that Nariel liked the inventions of airplanes. And why does she like airplanes? You can get places how? Faster. Because if you walk or go in a car, which one do you think will be faster? Airplane or walking or going in a car?
Airplane.
So airplanes was a great invention. It helps us to get places faster. Good job. Lukia, it should have been Mackenzie's turn. What invention did Mackenzie like the best and why?
She said yesterday her friend said people take cars because people go to one place.
So she liked cars and you like cars instead of what? Instead of walking. Very good. All right, whose turn is it? Brianna, Charles? So Brianna, what did Charles say?
He said they made paper out of trees and circle out of trees. He said he liked the paper.
So you like the invention of making paper out of trees? And why do you like that one the best? You wouldn't be able to write. How would you be able to read books? And, you know, because in books, what do they use? Paper. How would you be able to do your work in school if they didn't come up with paper? Did you think that you could have made paper out of trees? I wouldn't have thought that, but that was a great invention. All right, let's look at Gabriel and Jeffrey. Whose turn was it to speak? So Gabriel, which invention did Jeffrey like? Mackenzie and Alexis. What was Mackenzie and Alexis' invention that they talked about? You can't just tell me their name. What was their invention? What did he like about it? Oh wait, did you tell him? You have to do your job of listening. Tell your partner again. But tell them what was their invention that they like, or what did they talk about? Electricity. Without electricity, we wouldn't have what? What does electricity help us to do? I'm talking to this group. You need to help your partner because he's having trouble. See what? Outside? So what's one form of electricity that we're using right now? The lights. And do y'all remember? Do you remember the picture that Alexis and Mackenzie drew? It was Alexis and Lukia, I'm sorry. What was that picture? Do you remember that picture? What did they draw to show you electricity? They drew wires. They drew outside. They drew the power lines that you see outside. Good job. Make sure you're listening to your partner. Let's do one more group. Desmond, what was Caitlin's?
She said she liked desks because you could put stuff in.
She liked the invention of desks because without desks, where would all your books and all your papers and everything go? It helps you to organize all of your things. Good. Thank you, partner, for sharing.
We don't
have time for every group to share, but you should have did a good job, and this is going to help you to complete your journal. You may have forgotten some of those inventions that we talked about or that we read about, so this is going to help you to complete your journal. Go back to your seat and let's complete your journal. Yes. Have a seat. I'm coming around to see who has their topic. And what is the first clue?
Use all six of your vocabulary.
So when you're talking about these inventions, you need to use your what? Where can you find your vocabulary words? On your vocabulary sheet. What if you don't have your vocabulary sheet? Then where can you find them? In the book. How do you know which words are the vocabulary words?
It's highlighted.
They're highlighted in the story. So no one should have trouble. And if you didn't write the definitions, where can you find the definitions? In your glossary. Okay? So I should see people writing about inventions and how they've made your life easier. You can talk about KK and Chester's inventions or the ones we discussed in class. After your topic, you should be writing. Let's go. Pick one topic, Gabriel. Pick one invention and which one you like the best. Start on one. Come on. Which one that we just talked about that you like the best? Which one? Pick it and start writing about it. If you need help, you can start your journal off this way. I like the invention blank because it has made my life easier by blank. That's the perfect way to start off. I like the blank invention. It has made my life easier because now we can do this instead of that. I'm giving you the ways you can start off your journal, so no one should just be sitting. And I'm coming around and checking for misspelled words and punctuation marks. Go ahead and get some Kleenex. You need what? Go ahead and ask her. Use your glossary in the back of your reading book, and if the word you're looking for you still don't know, you still have the other dictionary that you can get. Yes, Rothany? I like the invention blank the best because, remember, look at your clues. If you get stuck, look at your clues. You have to use all 6 of your vocabulary words. That will help you get a full page. You can write about the inventions we discussed in the story and in class. You can name as many inventions as you like. Remember to explain how. How did these inventions make your life easier? And the last one, you can think of an invention that you would like to make that can make your life easier or others' lives easier. Yes, Corey? First, where should your name and date be? On the top line. Please fix that. And we're taking our time and writing neatly. Push up all under the table. I'm coming around to check, so make sure you've gotten started. Are you talking without raising your hand? Can you raise your hand and then I can help you push up, please, Corey? Yes, Charles. The date is up, April 19th. It's right here, Charles. April 19th. And what's the year?
2012.
Which invention? If you need help, talk about Chester. What was his invention? It's right there in the book. Remember, you may not copy any sentences out of the book. The book is there to help you to remember what we read about. I like the invention blank. I like this invention because it's made my life easier. How? Explain it to me. Oh, did you start with a capital letter? And I think you need to go and get a dictionary, Destiny. Is this because? Go get a dictionary. And look up how to spell because. Look that up. Let me see. And tell me how the helicopter has made your life or others' lives easier. Get a dictionary and go look up this word. Oh, I like the way Alexis is putting a rectangle around her vocabulary words. Make sure you put a rectangle around your vocabulary words. That's gonna help you to get all 6. You should have 6 rectangles in your journal, and that's how you know you have all 6 of your vocabulary words. Let me see, Jamie. Oh, I like the way Jaden said that the wristies and the earmuffs go together. Who can think of why you think the wristies and the earmuffs go together? Those inventions. Desmond?
They go together because both of them make it, because both of them could be in this, because when you...
Both of them are used at what time? What season?
In the snow.
In the snow, but what season is that?
Winter.
In winter. Good. And why do both of those need to be used in winter? Hold on one second, Caitlin.
Because wristies, they could keep the snow from going down your sleeves.
So the wristies help snow from getting in your coat and going down your sleeve, and the earmuffs do what?
Help you from keeping your ears cold.
It keeps your ears warm. It helps you from getting your ears being cold. Very good. I like that you noticed that both of those inventions went together. They use both of those in the winter time. Okay, read the sentence to me. Remember, when you're writing, should you just write all the way down to the bottom, or should you stop and check over to see what you've written? Stop and read over what you have written. Read it. You should be able to read what you're writing to me. This right here, start by eject. How? Look at the topic. Name some inventions and how. A jet has made your life easier by how. And should jet be capitalized or only the A? Only the first word. Yes? Alright, tell me why. You can be writing while fixing. How have cars made your life easier? What's the matter, Brianna? Go ahead and get right in there. Remember, write neatly. You need to be able to read it back to me, and I should be able to read your handwriting. You need to go get the dictionary. Was that answer? Because you can ride a car and stay on walk. Is that walking? Can you do the dictionary, please? Look up these words and how you spell them. Go ahead. Product. You have your vocabulary sheet right here and your glossary if you forgot what that word means. Very good. What's his name? Your law trust and outside. Every day? How do you spell it? What letter is that? Make sure you're checking over your words and make sure you're spelling them correctly. Name and date should be on the first line at the top. You wrote your name, what about the date? Right next to it. Don't you write your name? Write your date right next to your name. You guys have about 5 minutes left. And I'm going to pick 3 people to come up and read their journal, so make sure you're able to read it. Like, I see some people going back and reading over their journal. Good job. Make sure you push it under your chair, under the table. Let me see. You mean planes like airplanes? Can you go get a dictionary? If you're having trouble with spelling a word, we have dictionaries to use. Yes, Deshaun. If you need a dictionary, do you have to ask to get one?
No, ma'am.
Just go ahead and get one if you need it. And thank you for telling him that. If you need to know how to spell earmuffs, where is it? Look, this is an ad for Chester Greenwood's earmuffs. It was right there in the story. Yes, Shady? I'm coming around to everybody. So we can go down. I had to do last night. No, last night. That was Tuesday. What about Wednesday? Yes, you do. That's my issue. Remember to explain how these inventions have made your life easier. No, Wednesday and Thursday. You don't have to do it Friday because we don't have homework on Friday. But finish your journal. Don't worry about that. Finish your journal. Look at how I spell inventions on the board. Name some inventions. How did I spell it? Look at how you spelled it. You're missing what letter? Look at the board, Charles. Right here, look. Look on the board. Right here. Look and see which letter you're missing. Good job fixing that letter, Cameron. Good job fixing the word. Is earmuff the first word in your sentence? I is the first word in your sentence. So earmuff should be a capital E or lowercase e? Lowercase, fix it. Come on, Diamond, just pick any dictionary. Y'all don't have that much time left. Make sure you're going back, reading over your journal, guys.
Okay.
You don't know whose name is going to get pulled. You should be able to read it to me. Okay, so vocabulary word. Allowed. Look at how it's spelled here, and look how you spell it. And we need to look at this one too. Take your time. We're not rushing. Come on, Gabriel. You should be looking up airplane. You're in B. How did you look up airplane? You gonna just put a plane, or you wanna put airplane? I think you should do airplane. Go back to A and let's try airplane. Go ahead. First look it up. A, where's A? Keep going. Which one? Instrument. How do you spell air? A-I-R. First look for it before you try to write it. Look for it. Keep going. That's M. Look, you're in A-B. Does B come before or after I? All right, 1 minute, guys. Start wrapping up. You just need A-I-R. I see a big picture that's giving me a clue where the word airplane is. Do you see it? Okay. Read this one for me. Read this one, please. Thirty seconds. Look right here. This is KK, and they show a picture of her. What was her invention? This is the word right here. All right, guys, stop. Put your pencils down. If you didn't finish, you're going to have to finish later on. At least write what it was. Stop, and I'm going to pull you in to come up and read your journal. Make sure when you read your journal that you're telling me about the invention and how it made your life easier. Gabriel. Just read whatever you have. If you didn't finish, it's okay. If you didn't finish, it's okay. Read whatever you have. You do have something. Come on up, Gabriel. Everybody's pencils are down. We're being respectful and we're looking up and listening to Gabriel. You can sit in a chair if you want to. start with the topic if that helps you.
Name
Some inventions.
And how they've made your life easier. I like airplanes instead of riding in cars.
Alright, so even though you didn't finish, you say you like airplanes instead of a car. Tell us what you would have written. Why do you like airplanes instead of a car? Even though you didn't write it, you should still be able to tell us why you like airplanes instead of a car. Can you think of one reason why you would like an airplane instead of a car? So what if I said, okay, Gabriel, I need you to go to California and I need you to go pick up me a new bag, a new purse. And I say you need to go in a car or a plane. And I need it by tomorrow. Which way would you pick and why? Why?
Because airplanes get faster.
Thank you. That's all you have to say. I would like the airplane because it will help me to get there faster. What should we do? Good job, Jaden. Jaden, you're on the back. Come on up, Jaden. Only 3 people, guys, because we have to go on to the next thing. Come on up, Jaden. Yes, Mackenzie?
Today we're riding in the car to California.
You're driving all the way in the car to California? Nice. Come on up, Jaden. Yes, you have to. Let me see who's looking up and being respectful and paying attention. You should be proud of what you wrote. Whatever you wrote is great. You don't even have to worry about it. Go ahead and read. Put your book down so we can see your face. Would you like to sit in a chair? Would that make you feel better? Okay, get started. Everybody, whoever's name gets pulled, you have to read.
I love both of the inventions because they go together. KK made some whiskey.
Put the microphone a little closer to your mouth and try to read louder. Your journal topic is very good, Jaden. You need to be proud of what you're reading. Put it down so we can watch you read it. Go ahead.
I love both of the inventions because they go together. KK made some whiskeys because the snow kept on getting
Put your hands down. KK made wristies. When you have your hand up your mouth, it makes it hard for us to understand you. Go ahead, you're doing fine. Just put your hand down, please.
KK made whiskeys because the snow kept on getting cold. And Chester made some because his ear was getting cold whenever his mom allowed him to go outside in the cold water or snow.
That's it? Okay, very good. Good job, Jaden. And one more person. Remember, we're only doing 3. Jeffrey, come on up, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jaden. Good job. Let me see who's looking up and being respectful. Hold on 1 second, Jeffrey. I thought I said all pencils down. All eyes are up. If you were up here reading, you would like us to look up and pay attention to you. Please be respectful. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
I would like to have money. I'm trying to allow my sister to help me. So I finally got Gabriel to help me. We worked together we made money.
So your invention is to make money. You like the invention money? And you're telling us why you like money? Okay.
$1,000. People love instruments.
What type of instruments were you going to talk about? Okay, so you need money to buy the instruments? Or are you going to make the instruments? All right, when you go back to your seat, write, I like the invention money and why you like it, okay? Good job. What should we do for Jeffrey? Good job, guys. So once again, what was our objective?
I will discuss and write one full page on the journal topic.
Stop. And you shouldn't have had no more than what? 5 misspelled words or punctuation errors. And what was our topic? All right, close your journals, close your books. And in the middle of everybody's table, there's a sheet of paper. I want you to write, what is an invention and why do people come up with an invention? Close your books, close your journals, and I want you to write your name and date and write, what is an invention and why do people come up with inventions? Put your papers inside your books. Don't put your books up. Just close them because you should be able to remember and write them. Put them in a corner of your desk because we're going to go back in there. We're going to use it for our next. What is an invention and why do people come up with inventions? You don't have to write the question, but you do have to write the answer in a complete sentence. Excuse me, all papers are in your books. Just put them in your book. Do you have a paper, Jeffrey? What is an invention? Why do people come up with inventions? How should you start off your sentence? We're not putting up dictionaries right now. Yes? We're gonna check that later. We're gonna check the agenda after we finish this. I say keep your books out, guys. All I wanted you to do was close them and put them in the corner of your desk because I don't want you reading the definition off of your vocabulary sheet. What is an invention? Why do people come up with inventions? Jaden. Start writing, Jaden. This is too much. It's not time to organize the desk. What is an invention? Why do people come up with inventions? Where's your paper, Alexis? Where's your sheet of paper? I don't see anybody writing. You don't have to write the question. I just want the answer in a complete sentence. An invention is blank. People come up with inventions because the first thing is your name and date. Everybody should have that. I'm picking this up. You don't know if I'm going to use it for grades. If I was you, I would do my best. Name and date. What is an invention? Why do people come up with inventions? Alrighty. An invention is blank. People come up with inventions because I said you don't have to write the question. Write your name and date at the top. Turn on the back. Name and date and just answer the question in a complete sentence. You may not use your vocabulary sheet. You may not use your vocabulary sheet. That's why I say put that up. We just talked about it. You should be able to write about it. Close the dictionary. You cannot use your dictionary. That's why I say close everything. We talked about inventions. Everybody should be able to write about what is an invention. Yes, Diamond? Go ahead and get another one. You don't know whose name I'm going to pull. What's the problem, Corey? I put it in there, leave it in there. She can get her stuff out after we're done. An invention is, not a invention or, an invention is why are you starting off with people? Start it off this way. This is how you answer the question in a complete sentence. What is an invention? An invention is blank. Why do people come out with inventions? People come out with inventions because blank. Yes, Alexis? Go get one. Yes, Property?
I remember
Don't tell me, write it. Don't tell me. I'm going to look at your paper and I'm going to see who remembers. And why do people come up with inventions? Yes, Alexis. What is an invention? First, you need to write your name.